Alright, let's go. Oops. Oh no. It's gonna... Alright. Shit. Okay. Bro, oops. Wait, let me put on something. Let me just put on a chill music. Alright. So today my plan is just to so yesterday I worked on the the payment flow, the finalizing some of the things on the call summaries, the responding back to any callback requests, and the meeting schedules. So I wanted to be able to bring those UI. So I was able to design those UI to the screens yesterday. I didn't stream yesterday, as you may have known. Yeah, so now you can actually respond directly to your phone, and so if somebody calls you, and what's gonna happen is that they could request a callback from you. So what's gonna happen is that it would send you a callback request. So whenever they want to leave a message, a callback request is then added to, it would then be shown to the screen on your phone. And then what's gonna happen is that as the conversation is going with the AI and caller, is that we would want to be able to ask them about their email or any contact way, or any way of notifying them about the user's response. And so by doing that, so if you respond, so whatever they chose, the chosen way of, whatever the preference is for receiving the response, so let's say for this case it's going to be email. What's gonna happen is that we're gonna be able to send them an email based on whatever your choice of response to their callback requests. But also I was also able to add a way to add user's discretion because I think some people may not want to, some people may not even want to respond directly and notify the caller based on what their response is. And so my goal for there is just to provide people more options and people more control of how they want to respond to their call. But other than that, I also worked on the payment stuff, the payment on the onboarding. So that includes the account creation. So there's 3 parts. So the account creation is number 1. So account creation is something I did a couple weeks ago, back in August. I did a bit of the payment flow yesterday. So just a bit of redesigning and re-outlining what the whole system is going to be about. I also did the activity flow on that one. I'm going to be showing these later on. I just want to have a quick overview of what I did yesterday. And then the payment flow, and then also I use and then there's going to be an onboarding flow. So onboarding is kind of like a tutorial on how to use the number, and how to use the system, on what the system can do, and how you can what each button is about and what the system is about. It's like the onboarding flow is just there to as a way to as a short tutorial on how to use the number, how to use it as a way to receive incoming calls and respond to incoming calls. And I also got into a bit more difficult topics such as the dialing the number. So this is something that I personally don't think it's necessary for this case, for this application's case, but it's also more like a nice to have, but not the MVP. And the reason being is that because the whole purpose of the application is to be able to screen incoming calls and not making a call for somebody. We only do that if we want to accept the call, but in this case we can't actually allow for that. We can make phone calls based on this number, but the thing is, you can just make a phone call using your normal number, And again, the whole point of the application is just to screen incoming calls, not to make calls. But also because of that, I started thinking about ways to, okay, so let's say you do want to make a call with this number. What can you do about it? Because I think the added benefits of this application is that if you do want to make a phone call, let's say you have speech impediment, or let's say you have, maybe if you're an executive and you're busy and your schedule is full and you're constantly doing something, maybe you want to delegate maybe you want to delegate a phone call. So some things that you could delegate with the phone call using AI in this case that I could start implementing is, you know, scheduling a reservation, scheduling an appointment. It could be on creating a follow-up phone calls. Like all of these are definitely possible. Like it's not impossible when it comes to building these things. It's more like, I guess what I'm saying is like, it's possible, but is it necessary? Do I actually need this? And you know, it's like that's always been the case, like with building these things. I think it's more important to just stay on topic, stay on lane, on what the goal application. But I digress. So let's just get on to this. Today's also debate week. So I might be watching it on the background, because I think it's always exciting to see people debate, to see presidential debates as well. So yeah, before 2025, so we see how it goes. It kind of, I guess, like you could say, like, why is this an important debate? The only reason why people would want to watch it, people like myself, is that the politics does play a major role. Politics plays a major role when it comes to jobs, income, salaries. It just, tech and business go hand in hand together, and politics comes in between those things. And so politics does play a major role. But anyway, so I think that's the only reason why it's also important to just stay on alert, because the market does require, the markets, whether you're in stock market or whatever you are, or if you are working at a job, politics affects, you know, it has a major influence, even if it's in America. I think America needs somebody who is strong and can put confidence back into the market. I think that's what we need right now. We need more confidence in the market. So anyway, so I think it's just, I digress. I think it's, yeah, there's really nothing to see here, to be honest. It's fine. Anyway, all right, let's get on to this. Okay, let me just put on this. All right, so okay, I forgot about this. So my goal for so my goal for today is just to go through the rest of the screens. I really just want to finish the onboarding flows. So that includes your payment. I think it's pretty straightforward with the payment stuff, but the onboarding stuff, I just want to get through all of the designs today for this week, because I already started this week anyway. So I started this week. I decided to work on the notification stuff, the call summary, and the callback responses. So that's what I said earlier. So now my focus on for today is just to finish off the rest of the onboarding stuff, anything related with welcoming the user and then teaching them how to use the application. And on top of that is the agent design flow. So it's kind of like the agent design flow would be somewhat similar to setting up Siri. So that's kind of what I want to do. So it will be optional to set it up at the first hand, but also you can set it up later on. So that's one of the things I would want to be working on for today. And so onboarding, so that includes the account completing the account creation, the payment stuff, and the agent design workflow. So that's these three things. So, and it's I'm doing well with the payment stuff anyway, so I think we can just move on from this is where I've got so far. Yeah, so kind of just show you the what you get and buy. So you select, you generate numbers, select the country, yada yada. So that's pretty straightforward. So pretty straightforward. So my goal is just to focus on the next few steps, so the onboarding stuff now. So this one is just, there should be like some sort of a loading screen here. So so what am I using for the inspiration is that I'm using Mobin for this one. So I'm using this app called Macrofactor for my onboarding stuff, because I think it kind of just goes through the step-by-step process and how they do it for their application. What I like about this one is that they start off with, you can only use the application if you pay for it, and that's kind of what my application is about anyway. You do need the number if to be able to use the entire application. Otherwise, it just defeats the whole purpose of it. So this is kind of what I've been looking at yesterday, except my version has no plans in it, because what I would want to go for is the pay as you go system. So I think every month would be I think it would be more fair to just have a month by month usage basis, as opposed to have a monthly version. Because I think as a user, like, you probably don't even, as a user, it's like you probably don't even use the entire so I guess what's the reason for the pay as you go service, or crediting it in advance for the user? Well, the thing is, like, we don't want to reach the point where, like, you run out of credits, then therefore you stop receiving the phone calls. Like, we don't want that to happen. So the ideally is that we just charge the user based on what they use for. And of course, like, you do have, I guess I haven't tested this idea, which I need to test out if this is even possible in the App Store. But that's kind of where, I think logically it makes more sense to me. It's like based on the usage of the user, and it also prevents us from having a headache of trying to top up our accounts, because if you don't want that to happen, like topping up their accounts because they don't have enough credits, and for some reason they can't receive any phone calls. Like, we don't want that to happen. And yeah, so I'm not gonna go over with the service that you're paying for, but that's really it. That's the whole point of it. So this is what I'm using for my use case. I'm just using this, and then this is the onboarding flow. So once you have a design, once the payment stuff is done, my goal is to then go through the onboarding stuff and then the agent design. So one way of doing this could be, would you like to set up your call assistant now, or you could do it later, and then we start back to the onboarding stuff. And so one way of organizing these stuff is that when it comes to the flows, because I prefer how it works, answering this is more important in my opinion. Yeah, so when it comes to the flow, how does it work? So the way I'm doing this is that I'm separating it by the goal of the flow, the onboarding flow. So we have the account creation, so that's one goal. The second goal is the payment stuff, the second goal, and then the third one is the agent design, and the fourth one will be the onboarding, which is the welcoming the user. So what I'm doing is that I am separating them by point basis. so that we can then reuse them for later. For for example, like if you don't want to set up your agent or assistant, if you don't want to design your call assistant now, you can do it later, and then we can just use that same onboarding flow into that whatever the user is, besides the onboarding or the starting point of the application. So where is that? Oh, is it one? So the black dots is what you see here is essentially the different goals of the user. So user initiated flow. So I'm gonna go through this, and yeah, should just be a pretty chill stream, I think. All right, let's go. Hopefully the debates are on.
Mean you can't.
Oh, all right. Oh my god, I can't wait. So the onboarding is the payment onboarding, and the call assistant design. Oh my god. Sheesh. my god, YouTube. So I'm using. So let me just go back to this. I want to see how they did there. So this is the onboarding stuff, right? So welcome to the app. So this is where they sync up their accounts. Okay. Please. Oh my god. Why is this fucking laggy, dude? What the f- Oh my god. Yeah. Shit. Okay, maybe I need to like do this on paper first. How you use the app? Man, I don't know. I might just put this in writing because I was thinking of like the visual stuff. Go to the call settings. I guess you just give them like steps, right? So, and then copy the number, copy, and then paste, and then go to the call forwarding and turn it on. Talk. Oh my goodness. This is so fake. Paste up number you bought. The iPhone teletype processes all of your incoming calls through call forwarding. The iPhone teletype is a, so what is it? It's like it's a second layer of defense. Second layer. Yo. Yeah, so I'm just I'm just designing my screens right now. So yeah, iPhone acts as a filter. How's it going, Karen Paul? Process all of your incoming calls through call forwarding. What else? And then maybe like to use the app, to use the iPhone teletype. So that's the welcome page. I might just copy this thing. Yeah, so what I'm doing now is I'm finishing off the onboarding stuff. So the onboarding is separate in 3 steps. So you have your account creation, payment for memberships, and then now I'm doing the kind of like the tutorial kind of overflow onboarding, where you sort of teach the user how to use the application. So that's what I'm doing now, and it's important because like it kind of just, I guess, why do I need this? Because yeah, you need to tell them how to use the app, I guess. So you see iPhone type file, this as below. So first you want to go to your call settings, go to the call forwarding section, go to calls. So go search call forwarding on the settings, go to the iPhone settings, and then search call forwarding, and then toggle it on, and then paste the number that you bought. So iPhone Teletype processes all of your incoming calls through call forwarding. This way you can respond to the caller, you can respond to the incoming caller on a separate number, and screen them. This way you can respond to the incoming caller on a separate number and screen them without speaking directly. So show how to use the application. Yeah, maybe I can use like a GIF here. Show ask to turn on the notification now. Sync your, so I'm doing this off the cuff, so I haven't actually thought about this. So sync your contacts to I guess to whitelist them. Whitelist sync your contacts to sync your by syncing your contacts, it will allow us to know, by syncing your contacts to differentiate between a known caller or versus a potential spam call. By syncing contacts will allow the system to will allow the app to differentiate between a known caller versus a potential spam caller. Sync your contacts now. Oh! Okay, so the thing is, dude, how do I? Okay, this is the best way to do this. God, I'm thinking like, it doesn't look good, but it's like, like, maybe I can like. Oh my god. That sounds familiar. Fucking brutal. Turn on background refresh. It will allow us to differentiate between a known caller versus potential spam. Sync your contacts. Oh my god. Turn on live activity, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. It's so oh my goodness. Yes. Turn on push notifications to receive. Get notified about any missed calls and call summaries. Get notified about any missed calls, call summaries, brief call summaries, and get notified about any missed calls, system updates. call summaries and any callback request. So you're always in the know. Oh my god. Any callback requests, meeting requests, so you're always in the know. Get notified about any missed calls, system updates, call summaries, any callbacks, and any callback requests and meeting requests, so you're always in the know. Yes. 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 Where is that? The automated. Ah, there you go. enable the push notifications. And then sync your contacts, show how to stop the number. Weak and wrong. Sheesh. So sync your contacts as to sync your contacts. Enable push notifications, enable live activities, enable live activities. By enabling the live activities, you will be able to control the call. I think I don't think Apple even has this. Troubleshooting, right? If the system is having an issue, we recommend turning off the call forwarding. On our settings so you don't miss any incoming calls. If the system is having an issue, we recommend turning off the call forwarding on your setting so you don't miss any incoming calls. Toggle it off and restart the phone just in case, so continue. I'm speaking. What is this? Oh god. Dude, the fact that Garrison is supporting Kamala Harris. Isn't Kamala Harris in charge of the AI? And they're planning on regulating AI? Like quashing it down? I remember this podcast that Mark Andreessen did. Mark Andreessen and Ben Horowitz. And then they went to the White House. And the White House officials, because they were debating about AI regulations, the White House officials said, no, we can classify math. We can classify linear algebra if we want to. I mean, it's insane. Yeah. You can set it up later. Would you like to set up your call assistant now? You can set it up later and personalize it. You can set it up later when I did when you're free. Fuck, I don't know what to say here. And maybe like I can say like, hey, this is how it works, and then this is how it works. Let's say if you do miss your call, it would be transferred to your call assistant, and now we can say, okay, would you like to set up your call assistant? That doesn't work. Call assistance. Introducing call assistance. When you miss a call, when you miss a phone, when you miss a call, when you miss an income call. The call will be automatically redirected to your call assistant. Your call assistant can set up the call assistant will screen the call for you. Your call assistant will screen the caller for you, where it will have several questions about the caller. Is this important? your call assistant will do the following. Well, your call assistant can no. So I guess like what does your call assistant do? Your call assistant will ask about the caller's intention and name and relevancy. It can dude, when you miss an income call, the call assistant will be automatically redirected to your call assistant. Your call assistant will ask about the call's intention, the name and relevancy, name, company and relevancy. Oh my god. Your call assistant will ask about the call's intention, name. It can. Your call assistant will introduce you. Will introduce who you are. It will schedule. It can pass messages from. It can pass messages from the caller. It can pass messages from the caller. Well, your call assistant can my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. My goodness. Yeah. The world is in flames because of weak leadership and failed foreign policy. Like, how can, how, like, you can't be this naive to not realize that the wars only started when this presidency took over. And it's like to say that this Trump has a weak foreign policy. Well, what do you think? What is it called now? It's like the fact checking only happens for Donald Trump. Like, what is this debate then? And it's like to say that, how is Kamala better now? It's like, how is what does she offer that's gonna be better? And her platform is literally just, I am not Donald Trump. Well, she's the president now. Oh, well, she's gonna be the president, by the way. She is this in administration now. Like, how can you even argue that she's somehow better? Like, and to say that this is boss girl, boss girl, whatever. Yeah, boss girl. Yeah, so much boss girl that they allowed Russia and fucking China to take advantage of this Ukraine war. Like, there will be no BRICS if this was Donald Trump. But because this is Joe Biden's America, I guess. Like, open borders is not boss girling. God, it's just weak incompetence. And I think that most people who are supporting Kamala Harris doesn't even know who Kamala Harris is. Doesn't we know what she stands for? Like, how can you? That's why. How can you argue that she is somehow better if you're not even looking at this objectively? When you can just look at the world, who started more wars? God, it's like, who started the wars? Like, when as soon as Joe Biden and Kamala Harris took over. Like, if you just judge based on that, if you just, they argue, well, Trump gave us a bad economy. Well, okay, that's the case. Why can't you do better? Like the stock market just came tumbling. Why is that? Because the news said that the job creation was overinflated. That the job numbers were fake. They're faking the job numbers. God. It's like, what is that? $1 trillion came out of the stock market. What's that fucking use? Wipeout. There you go. The US dollar debt spiral crisis. And it's like, how do you even defend this? And also, like, it's just so frustrating. Like, it's called in bias. Yeah, it's like how. It's like, how about the fact that she and the Biden administration lied about Joe Biden's actual condition? God, like if she's lying about that, then okay, well, I guess she's gonna be lying about the other things. Well, you can say the same thing with Trump, I suppose. But to compare Trump and Kamala, it's like they're completely different because they're really doing a bad job. They're just bad at their job. It's like crazy, dude. I mean, this is just insanity. Yeah, they don't. It's like they don't even cut her off when she's to fact check her. Like, well, it's like when they say that there's no two-party system. There's only one party. I actually think it's real. Fucking Dick Cheney supported Kamala Harris. mean, this is absolute insanity. There's no people can see through this. God. Like, how can you say that she's doing well now? God. It's like we don't know who the commander-in-chief is at the functional level. Like, how could, like, that's even a thing? Like, they lied about this. Like, that's the thing. Like, how is it like they really just want to run this bias? It's like they want to run this narrative that Trump is a threat to democracy, When in fact, like, if you look objectively, the things they describe Trump will be doing is what they are already doing anyway. Like, starting new wars, prosecuting your political enemies. Like, what the fuck? That's why it's like, it's almost laughable. Like, they're throwing the thing, they're describing what they're doing to Trump. It's like they wouldn't even exist if Trump wasn't running. God. And then when Trump says with the Virginia governor, this is the pose, and it's like like the post word, yeah, it's like, man, I just think it's absolutely, like, how can people buy this stuff? It's like, say that's the video of the former governor of Virginia saying, like, it's just crazy. Like, it's insane to me. Like, how can you not see through this? Like, the bias and I was like, why is the debate still done on mainstream media? Bloody hell, like, it's the same thing. Like, I think Trump did okay on debates, but it's like, you need like a throwdown, dude. Like, you need a quash, because that's what, like, people are so sold in this idea that she's somehow a brat, that she's somehow a badass. Like, no, she's not one of those things. Okay, she's not one of those. But the expectations for Trump is a lot higher. For her, it's like don't even worry about expectations for her. 3-on-1. Yeah, it's dude. And this is what I mean. This is what, like, why it's like, why is she not fact check on this? The child, the whatever this hoax is, like, this is crazy. Like, like, bruh. Yeah. Whatever it says about America at this point, goddamn. It truly is one-sided, right? I was like, oh my goodness. It's like, this is like, well, okay, so she I guess she's the most truthful vice president now. All of a sudden, like, what the fuck? like, well, at this point, it's like regardless, I think, yeah, like if Kamala Harris wins, then I guess that's just it. But I'm definitely not a Kamala Harris. I think it was even more funny. Like it's when Naval starts talking about this. It's like Naval is jumping in there. It's like, well, whatever they're doing is not good. Like, oh man, I'm like watching is on the side. Like at this point, I guess in a grand scheme of things, yeah, I think it is what it is, right? It's like set up your calls. So this is where I'm at now. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna be back. Wait, hold on. I want to see how fucking Twitter is reacting to this. Man, the fuck. The Apple event could have been a tweet. Oh my goodness. Child, this cat lady. It's like, is that something to be proud of? I don't know.
Tyler, come on, Tyler. Come on, come on. Come on.
All right, let's go. Design. So now I'm up to the designing the call assistant, but I'm just damn. Look at this. This is what I mean. It's like, another bot is like they just on the news. The illegals are eating cats and dogs. There's literally on Twitter a fucking dude screaming on top of this lawn, complaining to the city council, and then the moderators go, "No, they're not." It's like, this is crazy stuff. Oh my god. The moderators are not fact checking her. It's like, you should be concerned greatly. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like how is this a presidential election? Like, this is a video. Oh my god, that's crazy.
A single mom that FaceTimed me tonight, FaceTimed me this morning at the welfare office that really need something. Y'all can take them same people know so much, and it's going to get bigger and it's only going to get worse. And y'all,
there's literally video evidence. Yeah, it's like, dude.
Y'all just get paid from it and then y'all ain't doing nothing about it. I think that's super weird, bro. Y'all gotta, like, it's because somebody told me they walking from the school and a Haitian almost ran into them. And who is getting paid? Like, how much money is y'all really getting paid, like, to bring them over here? Like, I know it's
do? Why'd you kill the cat? Smile for
And
me.
this is the video.
Smile with your teeth. Go like this. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it? Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with you.
Did you see her eating it? She was eating it?
Yeah, she was.
You call the Humane Society, see if they'll come pick this cat up. It's deceased. What did you do? Why'd you kill the cat? Smile for me.
Big on defund the police. In Minnesota, she went out. Wait a minute, I'm talking now. If you don't mind, please. Does that sound familiar? She went out. Big on defund the.
Oh my god, dude. But like, and then they're gonna start then they're gonna defend her, saying she's somehow a boss girl. Like, she's not a boss girl. God damn. It's just another biased debate. Like, Jesus Christ. I'm just so I'm so annoyed by it. It's like you can tell that there's this inequality. Yeah, it's like it's like Trump needs a smackdown, bro. Like, it's not not enough, you know. It's like Trump needs a good smacking down. It's like, because she needs a good beat down, because right now it's not gonna do well. It's like Trump needs a good smackdown to get people off this narrative that she's somehow a brat. Cool. She's not cool. She's the reason why America's gone this way. What the fuck? It's not. Trump needs a good bang. Like, that's what he needs. But this is not good, bro. ABC debate. Yeah, it's like the requirements of Trump to win is he needs a smackdown. Like he just needs a good smackdown. What about the like? She said it's like it's almost like a bad thing to get along with the president of China and Putin. And what about Kim Jong Un? It's like it's almost like just making that sound like it's a bad thing. Like, like what the hell? Like maybe that's why there's no wars under Trump, and there's fucking they starting all these shit. No, that's a good point. Will the debates change people's minds? I just think it's like, how can you, like, how do you support this? Yeah, fine, she baited him, but it's like still, but you cannot argue about the fact that she is in the government right now. Like, how the hell do you agree? The call assistant, so we need the background. I guess the question is like, what do you want your call assistant to do, right? So do you just want a basic call assistant, or do you want a call assistant that can schedule calls, or so what is the basic version of the call assistant? It's like you just pass on messages. To land a blow, like, but that's what I think as well. Like, I think Trump needs a good smack. He needs like a smacking for Kamala Harris, like, and she deserves it. Like, this administration deserves more criticism that the mainstream media doesn't even give them. Like, this is clearly a biased debate. It's completely one-sided. But she's avoided interviews. She's avoided debates. She has no received. She didn't receive any votes. They ran down on RFK to run for the primary as an independent candidate. I was like they're not getting the hard questions. Oh man, it's. And it's like she deserves that goddamn like she deserves more criticism for doing such a terrible job. But it's like it's like being painted like, oh, nothing's everything's doing well. Don't worry about it because Trump is a threat to democracy. Like, that's the messaging so far. It's like, no, because Trump is gonna be a threat to democracy. Everything else that we're doing is don't worry about it. Like, this is completely hidden. Oh man. Yeah, I'm not feeling optimistic, dude. Yeah, okay, I might just... Because I wanna... Okay, I think that's it for me today, dude. I'm just angry. Oh, man. That's a good point. Will there be another debate? Because this is her rules. It's like fine. The debate is like, you know, somewhat in the middle. Like this is like a close debate. But man, this is clearly a biased debate. But will there be a second interview? Will there be a second debate? That's the big question. Because she would not do debates. Like, like this is her rules. Fuck, I'm watching again, but I'm just I people can see this, like it's so like the bias on the media. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go. I am hungry as fuck. I think this is it. Like, set up your calls. I don't know anything else to do this, and yeah, that's it.